Shalom. I want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone who rule well, teach well. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity. And salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, the ones that's believing on the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. I have two videos queued up, and I want to get into how Esau, the so-called white man, has been given power to basically take peace from the earth. Okay? And I have Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4 queued, and it reads, "And there went out another horse that was red." Yeah, Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment. Horse represent power. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And this sword goes into his military prowess, to his weaponry, to basically, anything that he uses to cause death, okay? From his magazines, all right, to his medical. These things are used by Esau, so-called white man, to cause death. Now, I want to play a couple videos, and we're going to get a couple more precepts, and we're going to close it out. Lord willing, is edifying.
The U.S. Army is paving the way for a new generation of super soldiers with the help of exoskeletons. They're designed to be worn over a pair of pants and use a suite of sensors and AI to aid natural movement. The experimental technology is being developed by Lockheed Martin in an almost $7 million bid to increase American soldiers' endurance. Lockheed Martin's licensed the tech from a Canadian company. They originally designed the suit for people with mobility problems or medical ailments, like multiple sclerosis.
The idea is that we're going to take the capabilities of some of the fittest, highest performing individuals in the world, and we're going to extend those capabilities.
The appeal of exoskeleton technology for the U.S. military is clear. Gear like body armor, night vision goggles, and advanced radios are critical but heavy. All up, they can weigh almost 2 or 3 times the recommended limit for soldiers. And when infantry troops show up to a fight, they're fatigued from carrying all their equipment. Now, with the help of the exoskeletons, soldiers can fight fresh.
We're going to make them stronger, we're going to make them last longer, and we're going to make them go faster and farther.
The equipment won't come cheap. Each exoskeleton is expected to cost tens of thousands of dollars. But the U.S. isn't the only country looking to give their troops an upgrade. Research officials say Russia and China also have exoskeleton tech in the works.
So what you see here is basically these devils, along with these other countries, are getting ready to fight against the man of the Lord. They really have it in their own mind that they'll be able to stand up to Yahweh Yahushua. All right? With this military prowess that Esau has, he's been given a great sword. All right? And the Russians are Edomites. And the reason why I mentioned China is because China, they look up to Esau, man. They want to be just like him. They just as prideful. Okay? Now, let's go to this second. And the second one is kind of lengthy, so we'll probably skip through it.
As technology continues to progress at an astonishing rate, we're beginning to achieve things that had previously only existed in the imaginations of science fiction writers. Here are 10 things that you can find in the real world right now, instead of having to watch Star Wars or Star Trek or...
Now, this video was produced 4 years ago in 2017. So how much more now the advancement of the technology that Esau Edom possess? Okay?
Star anything.
Amazing! crazy!
Number 10. Robot snipers. If you're into video games at all, then at some point you've surely encountered an automated sentry turret. Unlike another player, it doesn't have to worry about aim, reaction time, or anything like that. Only pure death on sight. If you've always wanted to experience this sort of fun in real life, just take a trip to the Gaza Strip, where the Israeli Defense Force is working towards making this a reality.
The Amalekites, okay, setting up what? Defense systems that are controlled by AI, okay? And as you can see, man, what we just read in Revelation, that was given this red horse, right? And he that sat upon it was given power, right? To take peace from the earth, okay? Matter of fact, let's get another quick precept. Let's go to Genesis. Genesis chapter 27. Let's go to the humble beginnings, right? This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, yeah. Like he always do, man. Crying over shit. Okay? It said, and Isaac, who is Yahushua, who was Yahushua, right? And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shall thou live. Yeah, so the Lord said you're not going to be able to live by this sword, right? And thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou hast have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Well, what's the point? The Lord gave this devil a great sword, man. All right? The Lord sent man to the word and said, by the way, you're going to need this. Okay? Because you look at these devils now, there's divine intervention for them to be over us, man. Let me just put it like that. All right? And the Lord knew they were going to need this sword. So let's go back to the video.
Death on sight. If you've always wanted to experience this sort of fun in real life, just take a trip to the Gaza Strip, where the Israeli Defense Force is working towards making this a reality. Parts of the controversial area are patrolled by remote-controlled .5 caliber machine guns that detect intruders via ground sensors and drones. Pillboxes containing the guns are interspersed every several hundred meters. Currently, a human being is still in the loop. A soldier back at command must authorize the gun to fire, although he isn't responsible for aiming, detecting, or anything else. However, they are working towards cutting off humans entirely and making them fully autonomous. Number 9. Self-steering bullets. Bullets are a pretty effective way of killing someone, but there's always the problem of actually having to hit them. Bullets have had basically the same technology for practically a century, but DARPA is looking to change that. Since we're going to have self-driving cars here pretty soon, why not some self-driving bullets? DARPA's Extreme Accuracy Task Ordnance, or X-Acto bullet, can course-correct itself after it's been fired. Because the weapon is top-secret classified information, nobody knows exactly how the bullet actually works. But Sandia National Labs has a similar self-guiding bullet that makes use of tiny fins, and others speculate that the bullet has some way of altering its center of mass.
And for all you out there who don't believe that the RFID marker chip is the mark of the beast, guess what? They're going to use that as a tracking device when they shoot these damn bullets at your ass when you take that mark, man. Okay? It says this is X-Acto. Basically, matter of fact, let's go back a little bit. X-Acto guided bullet. See that? Demonstrates repeatable performance against moving targets. Now keep in mind, this video, once again, was released in 2017. So how much more the technology that they have now? It's shown the dogs, man, the robot dogs that can come and open up your door. Okay? This is the devil that you're dealing with. And you're gonna need Yahweh Shah Shai to lift up that standard. Okay?
But Sandia National Labs has a similar self-guiding bullet that makes use of tiny fins, and others speculate that the bullet has some way of altering its center of mass. Elsewhere, a Texas-based startup called Tracking Point is developing a scope capable of enabling anyone to accurately hit targets up to 1,400 yards away. This is done with their precision-guided system, which includes a networked tracking scope. It is able to track a target, calculate range, and the ballistic solution depending on wind speed, the dropping of the bullet due to gravity, and other factors. It places a crosshair into the scope and shoots as soon as you line it up on the target. This eliminates the threat of timing errors and prevents trigger squeeze from messing up the shot. It's pretty much aimbot in real life. Number 8. Tractor beams. What spacey science fiction movie is truly complete without the tractor beam? An invisible arm of some kind that can be turned on with the flip of a switch and pull in our unwitting main characters. And it wasn't invented by George Lucas. Fictional villains have been using these things since the campy space adventure books of the 1930s. The reason for this is that scientists have known for a long time that light really does emit pressure and that it can move small particles. NASA is currently researching 3 different possible methods. One that would be a sort of light tweezers, grabbing the object from either side, a spiraling tunnel of laser waves, and a Bessel beam, which is so advanced it can't even be explained with a physical metaphor. Currently, NASA can only move microscopic particles with these tractor beams, but it's a tractor beam nonetheless, and by 2050, they'll likely be pulling in enemy alien spaceships. Number 7. Freeze Ray. Mr. Freeze, Frozone, and May would truly be proud of the German scientists who, by aiming lasers at high-pressure gas,
German scientists teaming. Okay? All you seeing is what? Edomites, man.
were able to lower temperatures by 119 degrees in only a few seconds, taking humanity's first and giant step towards creating a freeze ray. And it's not something that can just be performed in a lab under certain conditions. A research team in Berlin actually managed to use the technology to create clouds in the sky by rapidly cooling down water vapor. Scientists may claim that the intended use of this technology would be to create clouds for farmers whose crops are in need of rain, but everyone knows that their real, secret goal is to be able to turn people into blocks of ice with the push of a button and become supervillains who make lots of bad, cold-related puns. Number 6. Infantry robots. Science fiction has long predicted that eventually war isn't going to be about people fighting people, but about robots fighting people. But how close are we to moving away from stormtroopers and finally getting into battle droids? Possibly closer than you might think. The US military's Modular Advanced Armed Robotic System, or MARS, is a robot designed for reconnaissance, surveillance, and target acquisition. The 370-pound robot can be equipped with an M240B machine gun with 450 rounds of ammo, as well as 4 M203 grenade launcher tube. The MARS can travel at 7 miles per hour, about human jogging speed, and be up to 1,000 meters away from its human controller. Needless to say, most people would rather be the person pushing the MARS joystick than have to go kick down a terrorist door the old-fashioned way. Number 5. A heat ray. For science fiction scenarios when shooting someone just isn't going to cut it, a heat ray is a great way of letting everyone know you mean business by melting their face off, or maybe just setting them on fire. For all your long-range heating needs, look no further than the Active Denial System, or ADS. The US military created ADS for area denial, perimeter security, and crowd control, so non-lethal tasks rather than
Perimeter security and crowd control, right? These are things they're going to have set up outside those concentration camps, man. Okay?
face melting, but impressive nonetheless. The weapon works by shooting 95 GHz waves at the target, which doesn't sound too threatening until you realize that a microwave oven is only 2.45 GHz and can still make stuff painful to put in your mouth. The ADS excites water and fat molecules under people's skin, causing them to experience intense heat. A test subject described his experience with getting hit with a beam like this. For the first millisecond, it just felt like the skin was warming up. Then it got warmer and warmer, and you felt like it was on fire. As soon as you're away from the beam, your skin returns to normal, and there is no pain. Number 4. Shockwave Cannon. If a heat ray seems too overtly villainous for your non-lethal crowd control needs, perhaps you would be better off trying the aptly named Thunder Generator. Originally used by Israeli farmers to scare birds away, because apparently scarecrows...
What did you just hear? Israeli farmers. The House of Amalek, man. Okay.
weren't cutting it. The Israeli military realized the technology's broader potential. Igor Friedman, the president of the company that created the system, says that anyone within 30 to 50 meters from the cannon will feel like he's standing in front of a firing squad, but won't be hurled to the ground. He'll be able to run away unharmed. The cannon creates these non-lethal blasts by pumping a mixture of liquefied petroleum, cooking gas, and air through the barrel, where they detonate, ultimately creating a series of high-velocity shock bursts. Number 3. A sound gun. The Long Range Acoustic Device, or LRAD, is a weapon system that finally brings the powers of a whole myriad of superheroes as well as Overwatch's Lucio into reality. LRAD fires narrow beams of sound that can be heard by the naked ear 1,000 feet away, plenty of distance to warn possible intruders that they should stay away before you unleash your futuristic technology on them. Because at full power, LRAD can also create sound so loud that anyone hearing it would be forced to run away. The sound is so concentrated, however, that those using LRAD wouldn't be affected themselves. The system has been used to repel pirates off the northeast coast of Somalia and deter protesters at the 2009 G20 summit in Pittsburgh. Number 2. Laser Cannon. In a lot of science fiction, bullets are nowhere to be found, as everyone knows that lasers that can effortlessly slice through anything are far superior and make cooler pew-pew sounds. We may not have handled blasters yet, but we do have a full-on laser cannon, the Laser Avenger. The Hummer-mounted laser is capable of shooting a drone straight out of the sky with nothing but a highly concentrated laser beam. And that was only 1 kilowatt. Northrop Grumman, the company responsible for creating Laser Avenger, is working on a 100 kilowatt beam that would be capable of far more damage. But taking down aircrafts isn't the system's only function. It can also be used to remotely and safely detonate IEDs. The US military's collection of sci-fi weaponry will also soon include the Mach 6 EM railgun, recently test-fired in Virginia. The cannon, created for use onboard battleships, launches projectiles with powerful electromagnetism. Number 1. Iron Man suit. We'll probably never have a real-life Superman, Thor, or Hulk, but Iron Man, to quote Captain America in the first Avengers movie, is just a big man in a suit of armor. That sounds a lot more achievable than finding an alien who's strong enough to tow the Earth. Or at least that's what the US military must have thought when they began developing the Tactical Assault Light Operator.
So why would the United States military think about aliens attacking the Earth to build these suits, man? They know about the angels coming back, man. They know about spiritual power. They know about Yahushua coming back. But these devils gonna come in once again like a flood. Let's rewind that a little bit.
That sounds a lot more achievable than finding an alien who's strong enough to tow the Earth. Or at least that's what the US military must have thought when they began developing the Tactical Assault Light Operator Suit, or TALOS. While it might not be able to fly, the planned features are pretty superhuman. A mechanical exoskeleton would allow the user to lift far more than your average soldier, effectively giving them super strength.
Didn't we just see a video about those exoskeletons? And these are being developed around the world because these nations know when Yahushua come back, man, to save his elect, that they gonna have some shit on their hands, man. And the Lord has purposed this to be a excellent battle. You know, he wants them to put up a fight, but it's not gonna be excellent as in the sense of them, you know, having hope to win. No, it's gonna be excellent as in the Lord crushing them utterly. Okay.
Scientists say that the suit, which the military hopes to have working prototypes of in 2018, would also feature liquid armor that would solidify in milliseconds to be able to stop a bullet while still being light enough to wear. What other sci-fi technology do you
see? So this great sword that this devil was given, all right, to take peace from the earth, he's going to try and use this same sword to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. All right, that's plain and clear to see. Okay, let's go to the book of Psalms. Because these devils know about spiritual power. And they know that the Lord is going to endow certain men with this power. Okay? This is Psalms 124. Salakia. Let's bring it up. Psalms 124 and verse 1. A song of decrees of David. You see that? A song of degrees of David. So this is what? A song by King David, man. All right? If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been for the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, you see, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Yeah, their wrath is going to be kindled against the Israelites, man. I was just say that they're going to be like madmen, sparing none. But only, matter of fact, let's go get that. And we'll come back. 2nd Ezra 16. Let's see. May have to jump down. Okay. Yep. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling, and destroying those that fear the Lord. You see that? For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. Then shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. See that? Hear ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. See that? The Lord said he's going to deliver his elect, his chosen, from the same. Right? That's what we're reading here in Psalms 124. Let's read it. It's Psalms 124 and 4. Then the proud waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters, right? Who is the most proud devil in this whole, in this whole world? Esau Edom, so-called white man. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Yeah, the military, man. Okay? It says, our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped. Yeah, you got to be in danger to escape, man. Right? It says, our help is in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, who have made heaven and earth. Yeah. And that day, you're going to have to call on Yahweh Shai, the true names of the powers of heaven and earth, man. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 59. The same waters, right? This same flood is going to come in, that the Lord is going to have to lift up that standard, right? It reads, so shall they fear the name of the Lord. That's that name of the Lord again. You see that? From the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Yeah. The Lord's going to put those spiritual powers on certain men to lift up that standard. Okay? And it's promised. We just read it. Let's go to Psalms 25. You know? Because we know this devil has certain weaponry. But we are to what? We are to trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shai. All right? Okay, let's start at verse 2. O my power, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that waiteth on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord Yahweh. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the power of my salvation. You see that? On thee do I wait all the day. You see that? You're not going to be able to deliver yourself from this devil, man. All right, the mad scientist of weaponry. You know? Okay? It says, remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old. Right? Remember not my sins of my youth, nor my transgressions according to thy mercy. Remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord Yahweh Shai. Yeah, we asking the Lord not to remember our iniquity, our sins. Right? Matter of fact, let's go back to this second Ezra. Check this out. Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 7 and 5. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. Let not your sins weigh you down, you see that? Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves, you see that? Woe to them that are bound with their sins, and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. See that? So you don't want your sins to weigh you down in that day, man. You want your Yahweh Shai not to remember those sins, right? Remember Psalms 25 and 7. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercies, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashai Shai. And let me jump down to verse 20. It reads, O keep my soul and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in thee. Yeah, we got to put our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashai Shai. All right, we can't depend on any carnal thing to save us. Why? Because this devil has been given a great sword, man. We only seen a small bit of Esau's weaponry, man. It's things that they have covered that you have no clue about. Okay? We're gonna get to the scripture. Okay, let's see. For some reason they don't want to pop up. And Esau be doing little shit. Matter of fact. Psalms. Chapter 44. Are we gonna do it or not? I fucking hate Esau, man. I mean, I really fucking hate this devil. It's taking so long for this page to load. And hey, we know you listening, man, but you can't do shit about it, man. Alright? That's the reason why your bitch ass ain't made no move yet, because you know the Lord gonna fuck you up. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's open. Let's get a new tab. Alright. And we're gonna finish it off here. Psalms 44. Really? Okay, we back in Matthew. 44:6. I really hate this devil, man. Let's get it in the Bible app. He been fucking slacky. He been messing with, just like our brothers. You know, we do little things to mess with your videos. Okay? So this is Psalms chapter 44 and verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. You see? We're not trusting in any type of weapon to save us. Okay? But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. Yes, the Lord is going to put them to shame. All right? In the Most High, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever. Selah. You see that? Let's read this again. But thou hast saved us from our enemies. Yeah, the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to lift up that standard to save us from our enemies. And has put them to shame that hated us. You see? In the Most High, we boast all the day long. Yeah, we boast in our power, man. Okay? And praise thy name forever. Selah. Yeah, man. Okay? That's why we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Because he's going to perform the things that he said he's going to do. Okay? That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. By Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and in sincerity. Lord willing, come and make sure a lesson. Till the next time I say, Shalom.